Hi, folks. I'm Darin Holden, Executive Director of Camp Anokijig, and I'm coming to you today from high above Little Elkhart Lakes waters in the new Centennial Lodge. And I'm so excited to say that it's finally here. And I'm not just talking about this lodge. I'm talking about Summer Camp 2025. This is our 100th season of camping here at Anokijig, and we're celebrating all year long. Now we've had a couple great weeks already. We just got done with our third week, and we made it through a heat wave. We had a great Pirate Day on Wednesday, and last night we had incredible Independence Day fireworks right here at camp. Now this week's campers are about to dive into their last day of activities. They'll have the Friday beach party at the end of the day, the final campfire, and the award ceremony, and then they're going to pack up to head home tomorrow. So as they end up their week, now it's time for us to welcome your camper to their week of camping in 2025, session number 4, which starts on Sunday. Now, session number 4 is going to feature video game day. It's your camper's chance to finally get actually in the game. Live action video games going on. So bring your favorite gaming swag so we can all have a great time. By the way, those of you that are my age, swag is the clothes and the costumes. So we are really anxiously awaiting your camper's arrival for their outrageously fun session here on Sunday. Now, if you have a returning camper, you can expect that the check-in experience is going to be pretty much the same as it was last year, with the addition of a few improvements we've made to make the line where you check in coming in the road to go a little bit faster. If you're new to Anokijig, or if you need a refresher of what to expect for the check-in, I'm going to ask you to keep watching this video, and I'll get you all the details you're going to need to know to make it a smooth experience for you. But if you think you got it, then you can feel free to click over to your favorite YouTube kitten video or whatever videos you watch, and we'll look forward to seeing you on Sunday. So have a safe drive, and we'll look for you. Okay, if you're still watching me, that means you want some details about check-in. So let's talk about that. If your child is riding a bus, the email that you got this video from will have departure times for your stop. We ask you to arrive about 15 minutes ahead so that we can get you all checked in and loaded and still keep on the bus schedule. That time that we put there is the time that we would like the bus to leave that location. You're going to be looking for either a yellow school bus with a big Anokijig sign, or a minibus, looks kind of like an airport shuttle bus, that's all decked out with Anokijig logos. The staff on the bus are going to have labels to mark your camper's luggage. They're going to collect any last paperwork or fees or medications or trading post deposits. Now, if you need to turn any of that kind of stuff in, I'd encourage you to try to do it today. The office staff will be in until about noon or so, maybe mid-afternoon. If you're bringing your child to camp, in your email, you're going to have been sent an arrival window or a check-in time. Now, we split the camp into 3 groups so that every 30 minutes, a different set of sections will come on in. Hopefully, this will make the check-in experience a little more pleasant and quicker because we won't have 350 people coming all at once. Now, we ask that you don't come earlier than your arrival time. But if you have multiple campers, come to the earliest time that's in their emails. Parking's always a premium here, so the schedule has been designed to get a certain number of cars in and out without having a big traffic jam. Now, if you do arrive early, we'll need to have you park in a little temporary lot just off the main lot until space clears for your car to get to where your camper's section is going to be parking. Now, when you come to camp, you're going to be met on the road by a staff member that's going to put a sign on your windshield indicating your child's living section. And if you've got medications to turn in, they're going to put another sign on for that. It's there that you'll officially check into camp. If you've got all your paperwork and your fees in, you're going to receive there a golden ticket. Haven't everybody always wanted a golden ticket? Now, ours might be yellow or green, or it might be long or short, but we call them the golden ticket. And that ticket you're going to take with you to the living areas when you finally check in your camper at their section. That's going to signify to the staff there that you've passed all the tests and you're ready to move in. If you don't have everything in, you're going to receive a white placket on your window. And that's going to help the parking lot attendants to direct you to the deck of Centennial Lodge here to complete your paperwork with the office staff, and then they'll give you your golden ticket to get in. Please do know that if you haven't turned things in, say by about 2 p.m. here on Friday, the office staff won't have had a chance to check and verify that information, and it may show up as still missing at that road check-in. If that's the case, we ask you to take that quick stop at the registration table, and we'll just check to make sure we got everything we need, and then we'll send you on your way right away. Now, once you get past the check-in area, you're going to come into the main lot, and if you've got everything in, you're going to be directed to your child's sectional drop-off area. On the way through, if you have medications to drop off, you're going to be directed to Centennial Lodge. The lower level deck, right below the deck, is where we have the nurses station this year, and it's right there off the main lot, so easy to get to. You'll park there, you'll turn in your medications right to the nurse, talk to the nurse about how they get used, and then you'll be on your way to your child's parking area. Now, we do ask that you do bring your meds out, keep them outside of your luggage so you can make that easy, and that you need to remember to bring them in the original containers or the prescriptions with your child's name on it. We can't take any pill organizers. Now, when you get to the parking area, there's going to be a staff member that's going to direct you to a luggage trailer or a holding area for your child's luggage. You can put most of your luggage in there, but we'd like you to have your bedding and your swimwear separate. Because what you're going to do on the back of that sign that we put on your window, you're going to have a map that'll show you how to walk to your kids' section. So you take that map, the bedding, the swimwear, and you'll head out to that section. The rest of the luggage, if you've put it aside, is going to be followed later with the luggage people moving with the trailers when the kids need it later. Or if you want to skip the luggage trailer, you can just carry your luggage right with you and get it all at once. At the section, you're going to meet your child's staff. You're going to exchange any information you might have. You're going to help them set up their bed. And here's the tough part. Then you got to say your goodbyes and load up for a safe ride home. To alleviate any parking issues and to allow the camp orientations to get started on time, it's really important for parents to make that stay in the section brief, 5 to 10 minutes, and then head back to your car for a safe ride home. Now, during that time frame, the trading post is also open, our camp store. It's right in the main parking lot. And that'll be open if you'd like to stop and shop or if you want to make a deposit. But we do ask, if you're going to go to the trading post, leave your car parked at that area where you got your luggage out and walk to the trading post. Otherwise, the area around the trading post gets just too congested. Now, again, if you haven't made deposits yet, the best time to do it is going to be right at that time, because if it came in later, it may not get into your kid's account soon enough. Now, when you go to leave camp, the window sign that we gave you, you're going to keep that one, because along with the map, it also has your Saturday checkout times for your camper. That checkout time we do in 2 big ways. We do one at 9 a.m. and one at 9:30. And at that time, the kids and their stuff will actually be waiting for you in the parking area, all ready to go, so it can go really quick in and out. We're going to also send you an email reminding you about that. That'll come out usually late on Thursday or early on Friday. But keep that sheet, and then you'll know what it is. On that sheet also are the instructions on how to use the Bunk One email service if you want to send quick letters back and forth to your camper, and how to get to the photo site. Now remember, if you send those letters, if you want to reply from the camper, you got to attach a reply page by clicking the little button that says that. Now, a word about the photos, though. Since we're way back in the woods, the internet here is a big challenge. Uploading photos takes lots of bandwidth. It'll often take us a week or more to get all the photos up on that site. So it should not be your expectation to see daily pictures of your child at camp. Now, we'll try, but don't count on that. We do try to post a small number of photos each day on Facebook and Instagram, So if you're looking for a more frequent snapshot of what's going on at camp, that's going to be your best source for that. Now, our biggest concern has always been your camper's safety and positive experience. Having come through the pandemic a few years ago and running camp during the pandemic, we learned that stressing coming to camp healthy is the key to that effort. And we are so glad that we can run camp as we did before that pandemic. So to this end, we're counting on you to be the most responsible parents. We'd like you to think just like you did back when your kid was in daycare. If you recall, the daycare would say if your camper's sick, if they have a fever, if they're showing symptoms of something, keep them home. Let it pass, let it be gone for 24 hours before you send them back to school. We'd like you to do the same thing with camp. If they're ill, let them recover, and we can find another time for them to come to camp. So if your camper's been sick yesterday, today, basically the 48 hours before when they arrive at camp, give us a call. Let us know, and maybe we can arrange to have them start camp a day or two later. Or maybe we can find another week for them to come. Either way, you want to let those symptoms pass so that they don't spread it to other kids at camp. This is the way we can keep everyone safe and healthy, whether they're campers or staff here at camp. Now, I know it's a really tough call to tell a kid that they need to delay camp, but we need your help to keep things safe. So please help us out with that. So that's about it. We look forward to seeing you here on Sunday, ready for great adventures, outrageous fun, and the experience of a lifetime. Until then, we ask you to drive safe, and if you got any questions, don't hesitate to contact me here at camp. Number here is 920-893-0782. And by the way, the email that you're getting these from is actually my email, and I monitor it all the time. So if you've got questions in the next Saturday here or early Sunday, feel free to shoot me a message, and I'll try to help you out as quick as I can. Until then, again, drive safe. We look forward to seeing you here on Sunday. And as we say at camp, Rick Tick.